Good morning and welcome to the Identity Store. Today I'm just going to give you a little overview of the new website, which I hope you'll find very exciting. It's taken us a little while to get it all together, but I think you'll find it's been worth the wait. And there's lots and lots of extra information, and it should be a lot easier to use for you. So I'm just going to share my screen. And here we have the new site. So it's got nice sort of banner graphics across the top here. And on this homepage, you can use this to navigate around different areas. So you can use this as a quick menu into any of these of the main categories: the leather room, hardware and supplies, decorating. Down here, you can sign up to our email newsletter if you're not already signed in. We don't send masses of things out. We try to send out maybe once a week, and you'll get details of offers, free templates, that kind of thing. So if you haven't signed up, you can use that place to sign. And as well as signing up, you can also choose your interest group. So you could log in and find a little bit more information on here on the pages about anything you're interested in. And some of them have a series of 10 emails which are automated, which you can sign up to at any time, so you don't miss out on any relevant content to you. You just get one a week for 10 weeks and then it stops. So you'll find details of those on those groups if you wanted to have a little look through. And here we have project ideas. So for example, we've just got the 4 on at the moment, we'll be adding on to that. But we quite often get asked about how to make a leather belt, how to make a knife sheath. So from here you can click through, and there's usually a shopping icon here. If you click there, it'll take you to the different materials and things that you'll need to do it. You can download the project PDF here. There's further articles or reading here. That's in this example, it's a bushcraft knife sheath that we made for the Bushcraft magazine. And if we have a Pinterest board that's relevant to that project as well, you can look and see for different inspiration and different ideas. So those projects will take you to different places to help you make those different projects. The environment and ethics. If you want to read a little bit more about our policy on how we try to do our best for the environment, how some of the articles that we give you for further reading, and various things, you can read a little bit more about that there. Knowledge base. This is where you can find free templates, how-to guides, our social media groups for joining in the conversation. We have a free glossary of terms that you can download, which can be useful. It gives you descriptions of the terms used for leather, and as well as some of the Leathercraft tools and terminology. So especially if you're starting out, or even if you're not actually, you might find that there's some really interesting content in there about words you never knew the meaning of, like aniline and things like that. For international customers, you can look here and just gives you a little bit more information about how we ship. Useful links. This is a group of, if I click through here, you can show you. We've divided these up into tutorials and patterns, and on here are just useful links that you might want to go through if you're looking for different patterns. So we've got Diesel Punk, Nida Hussein, who does a fantastic shoe blog, our own YouTube channel. So yeah, tutorials and patterns. Leather education and resources. These are different groups that will give you extra information, of which recommend being members of Leather UK if you're interested, Leather Naturally, and various things there. Customization. People often ask us about how to get stamps or click knives made. So you'll be able to find information in the useful links there. Magazines and blogs. So again, this might relate to your interest group. There's one on here called Metcha, which is a fantastically high-end leather fashion kind of magazine, really pushes the boundaries. That's very interesting. and it's an e-magazine if you wanted to go and look at that. Interest groups and forums. We've put some of the groups and places where you might find other like-minded people. And if you have a group that you're running, a reenactment group or any other kind of group that you'd like to have put up on there, then do let us know. Machines and short run manufacturing. We also get asked about sewing machines, about having things made by other people. There's also quite a good website here for a thinning service if you need that done, and laser cutting. So you might find things there, foiling, useful. So that's the useful links page. News and events, a bit self-explanatory in our YouTube tutorials. Here you can just click and see all the items that we have on our website that are made in the UK and made in Britain. Gift vouchers, delivery charges, workshops. And then here is our blog. So on here we have some blog articles, and again we'll be adding more to that in due course. So that's the homepage. As I say, it gives you a bit more of a direction around the site, as well as direct you to some interesting content. When you click shop now, you will get a mega menu drop down. So you can choose from the leather room, embossing and carving, and you'll see it marked into different sections: leathercraft tools, colouring and finishing, hardware and supplies. So here you'll find the fastenings. So that will be things like your Sam Browns, all sorts of things like that. So you've got buckles, D-rings and keepers, clasps, swivels and clips, glues and adhesives, lacing, thread and needles, books, patterns and craft aids, kits and starter packs. And then decorating, which we're adding more to as well as time goes on. So that's what you will see if you went into, let's take one particular item, let's go into the swivel knives. So you'll see when you go down, it's all laid out really clearly, all the things you might need to consider for your carving and your swivel knives in order to help you make your decision. So you've got your spare blades and your knives, and it's all laid out quite clearly there. And on the left-hand side, there's just a reminder of the shipping charges just as you go through the site, so you can always see them. That's the shipping charges for the UK, I should say. And then across here, we've got information, so you can read all about us and how we kind of came to be, and about our office and opening times. Meet the team. So if you wanted to find out a little bit more about us all, you can read more about us here. That's our environment pages, international customers, visiting the stockroom. So we often get asked about visiting, and you can find out how that works here. At present, we're just doing 10 till 2 on Saturdays because the stockroom is being really busy with the internet sales. We can on occasion do some weekday appointments. You need to ring Peter to arrange that if you want. Useful links, your leather business. So for here, we've just done a little bit about a subscription. If you were wanting to start up your own leather business, again, there's a 10 series of emails which will take you through a bit of the things you might need to think about, specifically relating to having a small leather business, and a little bit of content on that. So you can sign up to that list and get an email one every 10 weeks. And then here we also have our frequently asked questions. So if you've got a question and you're thinking about whether you want to phone or ask, you might find that some of the information is on here. So there's just a few things, and again, we'll be adding into that as time goes on. Look here, so this is just, couldn't think of a term, but this is just some further information. So guides and templates, starting your leathercraft journey. So if you were starting out, it gives you a video to watch about the starter tools that you might need, and a list of finding them all together in one place, the basic starter tools, and the same for carving. If you're a film, TV or theatre buyer, we have a little guide here for our film supplying business. So if you were looking to source anything specifically or wanted to talk to us about that, that would be where that information is found. And that takes you back again to those projects that we looked at on the homepage. And then we have workshops. It's split into two. So you've got the general information about the workshops, how they're run, being online. So online and in person, about how the discounts work for tools when you're booking, a bit more about the tutors, and there's a video to watch, and some of the reviews from the workshop days. The second part of it just gives you what are the current classes. So there's a little summary at the top here of the dates. So there's new dates in at the moment. And then you can click through here to book your class. It's automated so that if you do book 2 classes, you do get a 10% discount on those sessions. And there is a mix of online and in person available at the moment. Interest groups, you can look here and find a little bit more about your interest groups as well. So if we went to falconry, for example, there's a little bit more about what we do for falconry. You can download our falconry price list by clicking here. And you can keep in touch as a specific falconry interest, and we'll let you know about any falconry shows, any promotions we're doing on things that relate directly to falconry. The events page, if you're looking to see where we're going to be out on the road, or if we've got any open days or leather sales, this is a place to keep an eye on and have a look at. We'll also be putting up here if there's any changes to our Saturday openings. So if you want to ever check, if you're making a visit, go to this page and then you'll be able to see what days were open in that month, or whether we're away at another event. And this will take you to the blog articles, which we looked at on the homepage. So there's some useful different ones here: selecting your leather, working with hair on hides, how to line up alphabet stamps, made in England, a little bit of a discussion around about why and whether that's, where that goes, and leather in the environment. So I hope that really helps you. The search button here is a really going to give you a lot of better use. It's a lot more intuitive, so it should help you find your products much easier. So that's really our new website in a nutshell. So do have a little explore around, particularly look through maybe some of the pages you wouldn't normally have picked a look at, and see if there's any information that might be of interest to you or might direct you to other places as well. So we really hope you like it, and love to hear what you think and how you get on. Thanks so much for watching.